Unfiltered. Ricky Bo, Bill Colarulo.
Philadelphia Sports Talk.
97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Welcome into Unfiltered, everybody, on this What Movie Wednesday. We got another great prize today. We'll get to that a little bit later. But let's start with something good, Ricky Bo. No A.J. Brown talk to start the show. Let's talk about Aaron Nola and the fighting Phils finding a way to win last night. 3-2 coming from behind. Bryce Harper goes yard. Alec Boehm with a big RBI on a double play ground out. But, hey, we're not paying attention to that.
It's not an RBI.
Well, it's not even considered an RBI. The game-winning run he brings home. So he doesn't get an RBI for that. That was actually my question to you coming up to the show.
A double play erases an RBI. If it was just the fielder's choice and they only get one out, you get an RBI. He grounded into two. You don't get jack. You get nothing.
Willy Wonka reference right there.
You get nothing, sir.
So before we get to the negative, and the offense is something I want to talk about in the negative, I want to start with something positive. Let's talk about Aaron Nola. We'll get to Cristopher Sanchez a little bit later as well, Nick Castellanos. A lot to talk about with the Phils. Aaron Nola gives you 5 innings last night. Gives up 2 earned on that home run, but I'll sign up for that every single start. If Nola can give you 5 and only give up 2, you're taking that, aren't you, Ricky Bo?
Absolutely, 100%, especially from a guy in Aaron Nola. Everything starts somewhere. There's a formula to pitching. Whether people like it or not, it's getting ahead of hitters. I think that's first and foremost. And usually your get-ahead pitches, especially with Aaron Nola, is a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball. And the sinker is the one pitch that I would stick with. That 4-seamer just, it does nothing for me. I don't, number one, normally does not have a ton of movement on it. He did throw one last night, but it did have like a sinking action to it that was really good. But early on, I noticed, why is he throwing the 4-seamer? A lot of 4-seamers early in that first inning, and then he switched over. I think he's starting to get the message through to his own head, is that sinker is kind of his bread and butter when it's going well. And the knuckle curveball has been really good. And the one thing you could look at, the last 2 games that he's pitched, that knuckle curveball has kind of been everything for him. Getting ahead of hitters, putting away hitters. And the other thing he's starting to learn, because I saw that he did it last night, is that you could actually expand the zone when you're getting ahead of hitters. And it should have been an easy viewing for him, because I want you to think about something. You think about Cristopher Sanchez. How many times does he get hitters out on pitches that are deception pitches that end up outside of the strike zone? I would say 70% of his strikeouts are on pitches that end up being balls, but they swing through them. You look at Jesus Luzardo. He does the exact same thing. And that should be a lesson learned, shouldn't it? In the sense that I don't have to throw a strike every pitch, but I do need to get ahead of these hitters. I think he's kind of gotten to that point. And I'm going to take you back, Bill, because you and I have had this conversation. And this, for some reason, this inning sticks in my mind as possibly a turning point for Aaron Nola. That first inning against the Reds, I know after that first inning it didn't go well, but if I remember correctly, it was 11 pitches. It was sinker, curveball combination, throwing for strikes, getting ahead early, and putting people away. That, to me, is what Aaron Nola is all about. And if I were to, like, show him film and say this is who I want, that is the inning. That first inning against the Reds, although he did not have a good game, he had a really good first inning. I would continually show him that inning and say, this is who you are. This is how you get by hitters. And I think he may have taken a good look at that, or at least he may have taken the thought process out of it and said, this is who I need to be. This is how I need to pitch. Because since then, I think that's what he does. He goes out there and he tries pounding the zone early and then expanding the hitters and making them chase. He did it last night very well.
Yeah, he did. 8 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody, gives the team a chance to win, and then you got to give credit to the bullpen as well. Alvarado, Kirkring, Keller. Even though Keller gave up a couple of hits, he gets out of it, and then Duran comes in and just shuts it down.
How about the play by Alec Boehm last night?
Where he faked out.
Tatis was on second base. I don't think he faked anybody out. I think Tatis was just overly zealous, thinking he can go to third because of where Boehm picked up that ball. I think the real thought process came into play when Alec didn't throw it to first, that he had a realization that, hey, I'm not going to get him at first, like midway through his process, and just kind of did the old, hold on to the ball, and he turned around, and there's Tatis halfway off the base between second and third, dead to rights, and they made a good play in that situation.
Yeah, he might not have faked out Tatis, but he faked out the cameraman because I was watching it on TV, and the cameraman flashes over to first thinking he threw the ball. But
what's the cameraman supposed to do? He has to follow where he thinks the ball's going.
Yeah, but nice play by Alec Bohm.
It was a very smart play.
So before we get to the negatives, I want to keep it positive. Earlier, right before we came on the air, you just mentioned Cristopher Sanchez and what he's doing. Cristopher Sanchez named the National League Pitcher of the Month. And if you've only been paying attention to the Phillies, you're thinking to yourself, of course, right? He has 5 starts, doesn't give up an earned run. He's still got that scoreless inning streak going. Mizorowski from the Brewers was right there with him. And this could have gone to either one of them. Brewers fans are acting like Mizorowski got screwed over here. No, Sanchez just somehow outpitched him. And you look at Mizorowski's stats, 5-0, a .23 ERA, 57 strikeouts. Oof. As good as Sanchez has been, he only had 45. I say only 45 strikeouts. Mizorowski was insane in the month of May, but Sanchez gets it. He's on the mound tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's put the positives aside for a second. This offense for the Phillies is atrocious, Ricky. I know you did enough last night to win the game. But if you look at this Phillies offense, first of all, they have not scored more than 4 runs since May 18th. We're going on 12 games now where they have not scored over 4 runs. They are tied for 29th in Major League Baseball out of 30 teams in runs scored on the season. They're 29th in batting average, 21st in slugging percentage, 28th in on-base percentage. They have a negative 25 run differential. There's only 3 teams in the National League that are worse, the Reds, the Rockies, and the Giants. And they're doing all this even though they have Brandon Marsh, who's in the top of the National League in batting average. Where would they be without Brandon Marsh? What's going on with this offense, Ricky, and how do they fix it?
I don't know if there is a quick fix to this. What you're seeing is, as a whole, I see a lot of guessing. I don't know. You know what? Anybody could watch the game. But what I'm seeing is a lot of guessing. They're swinging through a lot of fastballs. That's my biggest problem here. And, I mean, you could take what happened last night. Turner had 2 hits. But he's just hitting the ball where the guys aren't. It's not. One of his hits was 50.2 miles an hour. I mean, literally hit it to the pitcher, and it was a base hit because of his speed. All right, you look at Schwarber. Okay, he's going to get his home runs because that's what he does. But he was 0 for 2 with a couple walks. I think other teams are being very careful with him, which is why you're not seeing him kind of go off right now. Bryce Harper was all right last night, but I mean, you think about this: between Turner, Harper, and Marsh, that was 2, 6, 7 hits. They had 9 total hits. So there's 6 guys in the lineup doing jack. You know what I mean? And that's where you have to deepen your lineup. You have to be able to get everybody going in a positive direction. But I don't know if that's going to happen with this team because you're not seeing – the hard hit balls are like flyouts, like pop-ups. They're not really squaring balls up. And that tells me that you have to start guessing correctly. And that goes back to analytics. The reason why you – would guess in these types of situations is because analytics will say on a 2-1 pitch, this guy's going to throw you a curveball or a changeup, and you're getting a fastball and it's blown by you. React to the pitches is the only way out of this. You know what? See the pitch out of the hand and react because, you know, what we're seeing right now is just an offense that is kind of anemic. They haven't scored more than 4 runs since the 18th of May, I think.
Yep, May 18th.
That's a long time, man. This all. Think about the names you have on this offense. You should be doing a lot more damage than you are right now. They will have their breakout games, but the consistency level, I don't know if that's ever going to be there, and I don't know how long the pitching staff will hold up. We know you have good pitchers, but that doesn't mean that you're going to go out there every game and pitch well. Okay, Cristopher Sanchez is not going to go scoreless the rest of the season. You know. And, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Wheeler? Is he going to get tired at some point because of the surgery? I don't know. Is Aaron Nola going to stay on this little hot streak he's got going? You don't know all this. The hitting is going to have to carry the team at some point this season. And You're not seeing the ball fly out of the ballpark anymore. This used to be a team that was built, and these same guys that was built on the 3-run homers, and it's not there right now.
Yeah, I mean, you do get the bomb from Harper last night, which you predicted, by the way.
By the way, do you feel like they're going to change? Do you feel like there's a team that could just snap out of it and carry the pitching staff for 2 weeks?
I don't. I mean, we're 60 games into the season now. And You know how many players on the Phillies right now are hitting over 250?
It's awful. If you took Harper and Marsh out of the lineup, the highest hitting would be 234.
It's bad. It's
in
bad.
The starting lineup last night, 234. And let me tell you something. I got a message on Twitter, or we all might have gotten it, that said, well, so what? The whole league is hitting an average of like 239. It was at the point. I think it's 240 now. But when I gave John Clark last night one of my years I played, and he looked it up, and he was like, the average around the league at that point was 266. 266. That's a 26-point difference. That's enormous for Major League Baseball. But I don't give a flying you-know-what, because 231, that would get you released when I played. You'd be released unless you're like Schwarber and just hit bombs all the time.
Yeah, I think the other thing to point out, to put it into perspective, is the rest of Major League Baseball might also be down, but they're not sitting there with a top 5 payroll in the entire majors. That's like right. The Phillies are.
You have to be able to step up. But look at Justin Crawford. Do you remember he was hitting like 400 for the first month?
Yeah, that didn't last long.
He's now at 234. That's not baseball anymore. I don't know what game they're playing.
And our man, Adolis Garcia, 193, had to drop down to the 8-hole last night.
And he had a hit.
And he got a hit last night. That's right. But listen, it's a problem. It is a problem. And if we're looking for, well, where's the help going to come from? Before the season started, a lot of people were hopeful that maybe Aiden Miller would be ready to come up at some point this year. And then we found out he had the back injury in spring training. What is he going to play? When is he going to play? Well, if you missed it, we got a medical update from the Phillies earlier today. Phillies infielder Aiden Miller has been diagnosed with discogenic pain and facet inflammation in the lumbar spine. Due to recurrence of low back pain when returning to baseball activities, he was seen by spine specialists over the last couple of weeks, and the specialists are in agreement. The recommended course of treatment is a minimally invasive procedure called a radiofrequency ablation of the facet joints. This procedure will be performed on Friday, June 5th, and he will rest for a week, and his goal is to return to game activity in 6 to 8 weeks. You're not going to see Aiden Miller this year.
No, he's done for the year. And honest opinion, 8 weeks puts you July, August, almost in September.
Yeah, you're not coming up to play with the big league club then.
There's no reason to, is there?
No.
And what does that do for the Phillies? What does that do?
Well, it has two potential issues here. One, if you were hopeful that Aiden Miller could come up and take over for Alec Boehm at third, that's not happening. Or if you thought maybe they could make a big swing, and I'm not saying they should have put Aiden Miller on the trade block, but if you were going to make a big swing at the deadline, forget having Aiden Miller as a piece that you could move. Who do they even have in the minors right now that they could try to trade at the deadline? Do they have any big prospects?
Gage?
Yeah, I guess Gage would be the guy that could potentially be on the move, but you're not going to want to trade a young pitcher.
Some like younger catchers, I would not do. I think you're in a spot now where you have to actually. You've already did that with Logan O'Hoppe and Taiit, right? I mean, so you kind of got to think about keeping all these guys now because you need something going forward. It's just wicked disappointing. I mean, you didn't see this one coming. And it's not really on the Phillies as an organization. These things, they do happen. But you have to wonder, was there something in the making, when they signed him? Was there some kind of injury thing that we don't know about that may have been there, but the Phillies took the chance anyways, and it just didn't work out? But, man, it's like another lost season. That's not a good thing. And it's a back injury. Those things, as well as I do, those things don't just disappear.
Yeah, I'm dealing with it right now.
Is the
I was going
problem.
to say Bill knows
Are you still
really
hurt?
well.
Yeah, man.
I have something to tell you from this morning, just real quick.
What's that?
You know, you told me the other day you had a coffee headache.
Yes.
Like, I didn't believe you.
Oh, it's a real
You've
thing.
never had that?
Oh, I did this morning.
Yeah, when you don't have, if you're
Caffeine.
used to caffeine
Now-
and you stop it, it kills you, man.
Now, usually between 6 and
Withdrawal.
7 a.m., I have my coffee. I usually go get my coffee, and then I'm good for the day. But I didn't go until like 11 o'clock today. I had things to do. I was, doing some laundry, whatever. And at about 9 a.m., my eyes were killing me. Like, I had a wicked headache. I'm like, what is this from? And then I thought to myself, I didn't have my coffee.
Yep.
Wouldn't you know it? I pick up my coffee, take two
Gone.
big sips of it, thing just disappears.
We're addicted, man. We are addicted to caffeine, but I don't mind it. It's the only
mind it.
I just figured that, okay, I didn't believe you the other day. Now I do.
You need in this business.
But yeah, and my back still bothered me. It doesn't go away. Like you mentioned, like I've had some back issues. I wake up yesterday, I'm out of commission the last 2 days. My wife wants to kill me because I can't do anything with the 16-month-old. I'm picking her up. I'm in excruciating pain. And she's not believing me. She thinks I'm over exaggerating it, which I'm not.
Why doesn't she help you? She's a personal trainer.
Yeah, well, she was dealing with her own back injury, and she's like, I didn't complain as much as you did,
I don't
which is
think
probably
you should have
true.
said that on air.
Which is probably true.
Well, she's a trainer. You probably shouldn't have brought that up.
Brought what up?
That
she
she's
had her.
having back issues.
Oh yeah, well, she had some back injuries as well from tennis and all that other stuff. But anyway, we digress. I am curious though, if people are as concerned as I am about this offense, because you asked me the question, Ricky, do I expect them now after 60 games to snap out of it and get going? And I don't. I just don't see where these guys are just suddenly all going to come together at the same time and start hitting the baseball.
You are where you are.
You're in the bottom of the majors in almost every offensive category.
Even if these players, like somebody will take off. Okay, I think you have to believe that not everybody's going to stay where they are. But if these guys go, some guys are going to go south, other guys are going to stay the same, and there's going to be one or two that might go north of their numbers. That's it.
Yep.
I don't know how much help is that? And does this, you know what the question that should be asked? The way the Phillies are hitting right now, does this bring back nightmares of the playoffs?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt it does. And you mentioned how much longer can the pitching carry him. Like, I'm also worried where they come back down to the mean. Like, this team is 13-5 in one-run games. That's second best in the majors. Like, can that continue, or are they going to start to lose some one-run games? And you can't afford to lose games. You're fighting for your playoff lives the rest of the way.
You know, they say everything equals out. That's the scary part about that. I mean, does that start to equal out, or do you just continue to win one-run games? You have a good closer, which helps the situation.
Yeah.
But he hasn't blown a save yet. I mean, he almost did last night. That ball just went foul down the left field line. But
that would have been, he would have blown the save.
Bullpen, here's the issue. When you rely that much on your bullpen, sooner or later things are going to go south. You're going to have bad 2-week stretches. And if that happens and they lose 3 or 4 one-run games because of it, well, that's going to be the way it is. And that, my friends, is not on your bullpen. That would be on your roster, or that would be on your lineup.
I'm down on the Phillies.
All right, so I would love to hear from people. Are you concerned about this offense? Send in your texts and your voice memos to the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. We'll continue Phillies conversation throughout the show. We got our man Jason Stark joining us at 5 o'clock. Always look forward to our conversations with Jason. But I do want to talk about the story that Eagles fans and the national media just can't get enough of. I told you yesterday I didn't want to talk about AJ anymore. So I got a simple question, because it doesn't seem, if you're scrolling social, that people are over talking about A.J. Brown. I have a simple question for Eagles fans. Are you over it? Are you done? Do you want to just turn the page and start looking forward to the 2026 Eagles and forget about A.J. Brown, who's now in New England, and he said he feels like he's in heaven? Are you over it? We'll get to that conversation coming up next, because it certainly sounded like Jordan Mailata was over it. We'll play for you what he said yesterday as well. Unfiltered continues on this What Movie Wednesday. Wait until you hear the prize we got today. Coming up next, Unfiltered, 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports, Philadelphia.
Unfiltered. Ricky Bo, Bill Colarulo.
Philadelphia Sports Talk. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Unfiltered. Ricky Bo, Bill Colarulo.
97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
It's What Movie Wednesday today. We always have a theme for our movies. We're doing breakup movies today. Can you tell why? Can you guess why, Ricky Bo, we're doing breakup movies?
Oh, A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown and the Eagles breakup. Because it seems like people just can't get enough. We're not going to talk that much about A.J. today, I promise you. But we do have a simple question for people. Are you over it? Are you over all the A.J. Brown conversation, the drama, the social media posts, the fans who are all up in arms? I'm listening to our morning show, midday show. I mean, everybody sounds like a scorned lover the way they talk about A.J. Brown. Like, what are you so mad about? Who cares? The guy was here for 4 years. You won a damn Super Bowl. He had 4,000-yard seasons. Who cares?
Did you just say who cares?
Who cares?
Come
the guy
on.
wanted to be traded because he didn't get along with the quarterback. So fine, go to New England, have fun. What do you care? Well, it's not like he has a personal issue with you. It sounds like people are taking it so personally. If you listen to John Kincaid and Sean Brace, and they're not the only ones, and others, they're taking it as such a personal shot at them that A.J. Brown wanted to be traded. Who cares that he wanted to be traded?
I mean, it's easy to say that, but then he says something like, okay, I'm going to the New England Patriots after going to being at one of the most successful franchises in football, having 2 Super Bowl appearances, winning one, and then saying when he gets to the New England Patriots led by Drake May that this is almost heaven?
Who cares?
He's not talking about his teammates.
But here's the other
He's
problem.
talking about being in New England. That all counts.
Here's the problem. Hold on.
No, you wait for a second.
Because here's the problem.
If you were a professional athlete and you went to the New York Giants, and then you wanted to go to the Eagles so bad, and you come here and say it was heaven, even though you had great years in New York.
It would be going to heaven.
Yeah, it's a bad example to use. It's a bad example to use the Giants. But here's what people are failing to realize.
You know what? See, that's weak.
But here's the problem, and I know what you're trying to say, Ricky, and this is what my point was as well. You're looking at it from your own perspective as being in Philadelphia and think he's somehow taking a shot. He's not. If we traded for someone in this city and they came here and in their introductory press conference to us in the city of Philadelphia, what did you expect them to say? Of course they're going to pander to the damn city. Of course they're going to say, oh, this is where I've always wanted to be. And the guy is a huge Patriots fan. What I'm saying is you're taking it too personally. Him saying, oh, man, I know it's not heaven, but it's close to it. It's not a shot at Philadelphia. He's trying to pander to his new city and his new team and his new fan base. We sound like jealous ex-lovers is what we sound like in the city.
He's also trying to pander to himself. He wanted to be there since he was signed.
I mean, yeah, he wanted to be drafted. He was so upset. He went to his car by himself.
I don't know. I'm over it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, everybody around here is a blind eye. And the reason why I say that is these players do all not wish to be drafted by the Phillies or the Flyers or the Sixers or the Eagles. That's just not always how it happens. Are they happy to be going to the pros? Yes. But, I mean, certain guys maybe had a dream of being elsewhere. You don't think guys from L.A., dream of playing with the Rams?
I'm sure they do.
I don't understand why people are having a hard time swallowing this pill.
Yeah, look.
Sorry, I might be on the outlier here, but I don't care. This is how it works.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't care about it anymore. I was saying this week that I actually felt like A.J. Brown was a lot better teammate, but now all the hit pieces are coming out on him, and everyone's turning on him, and you're hearing every fan now can't stand him. Relax. He got traded to New England. He's not going to go to New England and act like he doesn't want to be there. Of course, that's where he's going to say he wants to be. Of course, he's going to say it's like heaven. What do you want him to say? Oh, Philadelphia was the best, but now I'm here. No, he's going to try to pander them, and he asked for a trade because of his relationship with the quarterback. I don't know how many times I can make this clear to people. That's not based off of just my opinion. It's based off of who I've spoken to down at the Eagles. It's based off of AJ and Jalen's relationship. Now, a lot of people came at me for saying he was a better teammate than he's being perceived on the outside. And I told you, don't take my word for it. Listen to what the people who play with him have said. Darius Slay quote tweeted a video we put up of me saying that, and he says, facts. AJ is a damn great teammate. I don't know why this BS is going around like he's not. That's coming from Darius Slay, who played with the guy. So, again, you don't have to take my opinion for it. AJ was not a terrible teammate. Did it end ugly? Yes, things seem to always end ugly. But whatever was going on between him and Jalen is the reason he's out. And now, he's not a part of the family anymore. I'm ready to move on. I'm not an AJ Brown fan anymore. Thanks for the 4 years. But we sound like jaded lovers. Like we were scorned somehow. Like, who cares? Move on.
I mean, it's difficult, though, to say, like, who cares, though, because he really was, like, he made this Eagles team a Super Bowl contender in that first year that he came here. He was so beloved. So I think just for, like, this rift to come and all the stuff that's coming out about Jalen Hurts and how much this is kind of, like, just taken over what fans think has taken over the team, which in reality we've heard has not. And it's just kind of like a whole different reality than what they've been used to, because people were so infatuated with AJ Brown because of the player he is, because of the person he is.
We've had months to accept this. And I know a lot of fans didn't want to believe it, but we've known for months what was going on. For months, we knew that there was a problem between AJ and Jalen, and that AJ wanted to be traded, and that it was going to happen on June 1st. And then miraculously, June 1st comes, and he's traded, and now everybody's all up in arms and angry, and he derailed the season, and it's his fault. The same people, and I'm talking to you, John Kincaid, who blamed Kevin Patullo for the reason that the Philadelphia Eagles didn't win the Super Bowl. Now somehow it's AJ Brown's fault. So no longer is Kevin Patullo the one we're mad at. Now it was all A.J. Brown. If A.J. Brown wasn't on the Eagles last year, they would have won the Super Bowl. Like, you all sound like children.
Well,
I told you
I
it was
don't know
going
if
to
I've
happen.
seen anything about that, because that's going crazy.
I told you this was going to happen because you know that game against the Niners is going to stick in everybody's minds that he didn't play it out. That's what they're thinking, and that's wrong.
All right, so
they're saying that they think that he, did try and dismantle it. He stopped playing for the team because he wanted to be gone by week 4. The more that comes out, it's like finding out more, and then you just get more irritated.
The more that comes out, there's so much garbage out there.
It's all ridiculous.
That might not even be true. People
That
just
stuff is
throwing
insane.
things
I
out
agree.
there.
But it's all ridiculous. Like, the people who are acting as if A.J. Brown intentionally played poorly so he would get traded is absurd, all right? Because if I could intentionally play poorly and still put up over 1,000 yards receiving, then I could be a Superman. Like, you're telling me A.J. Brown intentionally played poorly and still had over 1,000 yards receiving. Get the hell out of here with that. Yes, did he want to be traded? Of course. Do you have to still root for the guy? Absolutely not. But for us to rewrite narratives now, he intentionally sabotaged the team. He was dropping passes on purpose. Come on, man. You guys sound ridiculous with that stuff. And I had people coming at me yesterday taking what Jordan Mailata said completely out of context. So, you said none of his teammates said he was a bad teammate. Listen to what Jordan Mailata said. He's over it. Yeah, he's over the A.J. Brown conversation, just like all of us are. Here was Jordan Mailata at practice yesterday when he was asked if he's happy that now it's all officially done. Listen to Mailata.
I think yes, we can move on now. I think most of us that have been here the last 6 weeks, we have moved on we have enough to worry about. Getting over last year and then coming in here and learning a new scheme and new concepts. Like, we had to press on, and so that's what we were doing. I think this is more of it sounds terrible, but thank God it's over. It was the slow pain of just, is he in, is he out? We didn't really know, and that really wasn't our focus as a team. Our team, especially at the offense, we got to keep these wheels moving. We got new guys coming in. We got rookies coming in. Again, we got to build that culture. Every year, it's can we continue the culture of the last 5 years that we've built? Can we bring these new guys along? Can we bring these young guys along? And so, our job's already hard enough. And so, the mindset of just pushing on and not letting the AJ what do we even call it? Debacle? What do you guys call it? AJ saga, again, I don't really spend much time thinking about it just because we already have a hard enough time as it is of learning new concepts and bringing the new guys that we have from undrafted free agents to free agents, rookies. We're already trying to bring them along. So.
All right, so that's a long answer there from Jordan Mailata. And when you put it into perspective, yeah, he was over the A.J. Brown conversations as well. Is he in? Is he out? Is he getting traded? Is he not getting traded? Nowhere in there do I hear Mailata saying, oh, yeah, thank God A.J. Brown's out. Like, that's how a lot of fans took it, and that's not what Mailata meant. But, yes, I'm happy that it's over. And the question we threw out on the Twitter poll today is asking everybody if it's happy that it's over. Are you over talking about it? But I'm all distracted now because we just got some breaking news.
Why are you laughing?
We just got some breaking news. I can't help it. I mean, this you can't make this stuff up.
Did you see me in the FaceTime camera?
Yes. So hold on. We got to digress away from AJ for a second. Breaking news from the San Diego Padres. They have DFA'd Nick Castellanos.
That kind of sucks for him.
While he's here in Philadelphia.
That's why they couldn't wait 2 more days. It's almost like a double slap.
It's almost evil.
Yeah, like why not let him spend the rest of the series? What's the big deal?
Maybe he's going to change dugouts.
Oh, the Phillies are bringing him back. We need the right-handed bat.
I got a weird question. What if the Phillies were to bring him back? No, stay with me. They're already paying him. Would they have to actually give him more?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That is a good
Probably, because once you DFA him, I don't know. It's not going to happen. They're not bringing Nick Castellanos back. So now you won't see Nick Castellanos tonight at the ballpark. Man, oh, man. All right, let's just introduce the Twitter poll real quickly. Twitter poll always up, standing strong, thanks to Dr. Avi Donapel of Iron Mountain Men's Health. What do we got, Sil?
Are you over talking about A.J. Brown, yes or no? We should have said vote honestly. 90% are saying yes, 10% are saying no.
Yeah, I think most people are over it. I think most people are just ready to move on and turn the page.
Kind of addicting, though.
So, well, look, one of the things that was addicting, one, you could weigh in on the Nick Castellanos being DFA'd thing, because that is just the timing of it. I feel bad for him a little bit, but it is kind of funny.
You don't feel bad for him.
It is kind of funny. Well, I got Ray Dunn walking by the glass, dancing up and down like happy as could be. Yeah,
yes.
Mr. Happy.
Yeah, why is he so anti-Casty?
He ripped apart the whole Castellanos thing today.
He sprinted in here to show me.
Yeah, he was very excited about it. All right, so we'll get your reaction to the Nick Castellanos news. He's been DFA'd by the Padres. Get your texts and your voice memos in, 610-632-0975. As we're talking about, are you over the A.J. Brown stuff, Silvana said it's addicting. And one of the things that has been addicting for people online, and we really didn't want to address it in that much detail because it's ridiculous, it involves A.J. Brown, Hassan Reddick, and a massage therapist, right? This is a rumor that's floating around on social media. I told you yesterday it wasn't true. And if you don't want to take my word for it, maybe you'll believe LaShawn McCoy. Because LaShawn McCoy weighed in on this as well. We'll play for you what Shady had to say. We got your first What Movie Wednesday coming up as well. I'll tell you what the prize is next. Unfiltered, 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports, Philadelphia.
Unfiltered. Ricky Bo, Bill Colarulo.
Philadelphia Sports Talk. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
This is Unfiltered with Ricky Bo and Bill Colarulo on 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Your people, your profits, and your payroll are your business's greatest priorities. For payroll you can trust, visit VCSHR.com.
All right, welcome back in. It is What Movie Wednesday. We're doing breakup movies today. For A.J. Brown, obviously.
Or for Nick.
Or for Nick Castellanos, if you missed it, was just DFA'd by the San Diego Padres. I mean, this couldn't be more embarrassing for Casty. You come back to Philadelphia, you don't play last night, and now everyone thinks you're going to be in the lineup tonight. People are talking about, is he going to get cheered when they announce him to come to the plate? And the Padres DFA him. And they weren't even paying him a lot of money, right? It was the league minimum, wasn't it?
He was getting $800,000, yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Can you imagine this? I want you to really kind of put this into perspective. This guy comes all the way back to Philly, and they DFA him in that stadium. I mean, to me, it's like mind-blowing because bad enough you're getting DFA'd, unless there was some kind of pact. Hey, at least let me come back to Philly, and get a feel for the people and then leave.
Nah, I don't think so, right?
No,
I think it's more embarrassing to come back for a game.
Yeah.
Let him finish the series.
I'm wondering if they, did it this morning and kind of let him off the hook, go get your stuff so you could just leave and you won't have to be there.
The only thing that would have been more embarrassing for Castellanos is if when he was clearing out his locker, if Rob Thompson was still standing in there laughing at him. But Robbie T's already gone. Who would have thought when this all went down last year, if we would have said by June 3rd, Casty will be off the Padres and Rob Thompson will no longer be manager of the Phillies? Pretty wild turn of events, isn't it?
I guess it would be. I mean, both of them are gone. Both of them had their little headbutts together. It is a little strange. I would say you never would have put this together. That wouldn't have been on a bingo card. That's 100%.
Pretty wild. All right, so for What Movie Wednesday today, we're doing breakup movies. We'll have your first one this segment. We got a great prize today. We're giving away 4 $50 gift cards to Geno's Steaks at Live Casino and Hotel in Philadelphia. They dropped off Geno's Steaks, Ricky. Unfortunately, you're remote today because you didn't get to take advantage of all the cheesesteaks they dropped off.
What else is
phenomenal? Satisfy your taste buds at Geno's Steaks at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, where the legendary Philly cheesesteak experience meets the energy of the casino floor. From South Philly streets to Live Casino, Geno's Steaks continues its legacy as one of the city's most iconic food destinations. You could win one of 4 $50 gift cards today for What Movie Wednesday as we do breakup movies. All right, LaShawn McCoy. Now, I don't usually go to LaShawn McCoy in terms of his football analysis or even the things he says. I love Shady when he was here, but he's a little wild when he comes to talking about things. The reason I'm playing him today is there's this terrible rumor that is circulating on social media, and it is a terrible rumor because it's false. I have confirmed with multiple people that it is in fact false, and I didn't even want to give it credence because it's so absurd, but everyone on social media believes it. It's wild to me that Tim McManus, who joined us yesterday, writes an article listing over 13 sources, and every Eagles fan said, he's making it up. Prove it. Who are your sources? Name them. And it's dude, that's not how journalism works, okay? You don't name your sources. Then somebody on social media that has about 3,000 followers puts out this ridiculous rumor that involved A.J. Brown and Hassan Reddick in some weird love triangle. It's absurd, okay? Everyone knows that Hassan Reddick was traded because he wanted a new contract. In fact, he wanted a new contract so badly that he also held out in New York, if you remember, for Jets training camp, okay? So it was all contract-based. It had nothing to do with A.J. Brown. LaShawn McCoy was on his show, Speakeasy, with Emmanuel Acho, and they were talking about this terrible rumor that's circulating. And even LaShawn saying, I know these guys. They're not those type of people. Listen to LaShawn.
Let me address it.
Please.
Yo, AJ got a real situation. He got a real wife.
Yeah.
And he's a faithful dude. Jalen Hurts, he's a faithful dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Hassan Reddick, that's not even the same. Now, this is Deshaun Jackson, Shady McCoy, and what it is, somebody like that. That might be a question. We might be running around, but they not even in that. It's crazy. In Philadelphia, after a big game, they don't throw big parties.
Yeah.
We used to win games and throw big parties. Yeah. Holla at me. Yeah, you and your friend, y'all getting free. But they don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. They ain't out till 5 o'clock in the morning after a big game with the Giants. They ain't doing all that. Yeah. So these rumors are false.
Now, I can attest to Shady McCoy used to be a neighbor of my best friend. Oh, yeah, he would throw some parties, man. Shady McCoy would throw some parties. But, I mean, even he's saying it, guys. This is fun what we do, right? It's sports talk, and it's not politics. It's not overly serious. We could talk about players we like and we dislike and coaches you like and dislike. When you start spreading rumors, though, that involve people's personal lives, that affect marriages, that is where I got to draw the line. These rumors are absurd.
I find them disgusting.
And for people to be sharing it like it's truth.
With no proof, all because someone with not even a picture of themselves as their profile picture posted it. Zero proof whatsoever. That is so gross. He just got married. Both of them just got married within the last year. AJ has children. And you all are just running with some story that some random person posted. I think that's so gross.
What do you think,
because
Ricky
you're a
Bo?
sworn lover?
What do you think, Ricky Bo?
I think this is just a bunch of crap. I think people on social media think they run the world. That's what I think it's about. And that is why you get certain people on social media and people believe anything. Believe anything. You know what, Bill? I know you've been caught on it. A fake account sends something out and you kind of jump to a conclusion right away about it. Everybody has. But, I mean, we've gotten to the point now where it's double check, triple check before you even say anything. And for one person to just send all this stuff out there without any true sources, it's just not right. Whether it's true or false, it's just not right.
Yeah. I'm thinking the ones where have tricked me is like there's this fake Adam Schefter account.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
there's
them?
About 600 of those.
And it's like he just spells his name a little differently. And it's like, oh, man, Adam Schefter got me. Yeah, you got to double check everything. But what's wild to me is when articles are written by respected journalists like Tim McManus who cite to sources, everyone disagrees with it and says, no, he's lying, he's making it up, there's no truth to that. And then someone posts something on social and people are losing their minds saying it's 100% true. I've reached out to people who are saying it is completely false. And the fact that Hassan Reddick is being included in it, we all know why Reddick was traded. He held out in New York. Was there a massage therapist with the Jets that was also a concern? Like, come on, man. Let's use our common sense here. All right, let's do a little What Movie Wednesday. Let's have some fun. We're getting too serious here. So What Movie Wednesday today, we're doing breakup movies in honor of A.J. Brown. Remember, the rules are simple. We will play a clip of a movie. If you know it, you text it to the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. And if you get it right, you will qualify for one of 4 $50 gift cards to Gino Steaks at the Live Casino and Hotel in Philadelphia. Ricky Bo, are you ready?
Yep.
I would love to see if he gets this one.
Here's your first What Movie Wednesday.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'd like to grab some dinner, please.
Okay, great. Is your wife gonna meet you?
No.
Great, your girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
You just by yourself?
Yeah.
Sucks. Okay, so just one. All right, here's your wine list, your menu. Come on. Do you want like a magazine or something? It's gonna be boring if you're just sitting by yourself.
I think I'll be all right.
I remember breakup movies. Text the name of the movie, 610-632-0975. Ricky Bo got it. Coming up, we'll give you the answer. We'll get more of your reactions to the A.J. Brown and Nick Castellanos news that he's been DFA'd by the Padres. But last week, Buster Olney floated a ridiculous idea. At least we thought it was ridiculous, Ricky, that the Phillies would be interested in pitcher Skubal of the Tigers, right? We didn't see how it made sense. Well, now another MLB insider is saying that the Phillies are going to be interested in Skubal. What is going on? We'll get to that next as well. Unfiltered, 97.5 The Fanatic, NBC Sports, Philadelphia.